Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special edition of American Manager in London. This is the season end of Season 5. It's been a very special season, a very record-breaking season, but it's not quite over. We have one game left. And the reason why this one game is so important is because we are a mere 2 points away from winning the Vanarama National League South and getting an automatic promotion to the next level. This is very exciting. It's the closest we've come to getting promoted, and it's about time for this franchise to get moving, to start heading our way up the ladder towards, hopefully one day the Premier League. But one step at a time. We have a single game left, and that is against Welling. Interesting team. They are a playoff team, so it's going to be a difficult time. They've got 69 points. I mean, they could move up and they could actually take our spot here at the second place if they win. And that's another thing that's in play here, is if we win, then Eastbourne Borough, they need a victory to move on, because we've got the goal differential over them, 22 goals, and I believe that's what the competition is. Maybe it's head-to-head as well, I'm not sure. But I'm going to just go on goal differential. So if we get 3 points, then they're going to need 3 points to beat us, I think. Just 1 point will tie us. Their schedule is a little bit easier than ours. They're playing, I think, who is it? Havant W, I think, is who they're playing. Yeah, Havant W. I keep forgetting what the last part of their name is, because it just says W. Havant and Waterlooville. That's right. And they are down at the bottom of the table, but the one thing that they got going for them, and hopefully going for us, is that they're in a relegation battle. So they need at least a draw, if not a win, to avoid relegation. They really need a win to avoid relegation, but if they get a draw, there's a possibility. So I think they'll be motivated, they'll have something to play for, and hopefully they can beat Eastbourne Borough. But if not, at least we'll have given it our best try. So let's look at how we got to this position in the last 10 games. We were very up and down in the last 10 games. Although we've come on at the end, we've won our last two games 3-1. Both of our last 2 games have been very exciting, but they've been home victories. We lost our 2 matches on the road. Actually, last 3 of our home victories have been 3-1. So we've been very dominant at home, not so much on the road. Part of that up and down has been injuries. We've had several key players go out near the end of the season. They're all just getting back right now, but Allen has been out. You can see Wicks here is only at 89%. He's been out for several weeks. There's Allen. He's been out for several weeks. Quinn has been out, although he's not that important. Who else has been out? We've had a couple of our strikers, or our midfielders have been out. Thompson has been out. He's finally back healthy this week, 100%. So we're going to give him the start and play him there. One of our other midfielders has been out as well. Wicks has been out. So it's been a rough road here at the end of the season, but we've managed to pull together some wins, put ourselves in position to get promoted. And the good news is, if we don't win this game, or if Eastbourne Borough wins their game, we're still in the playoffs, so we still have a shot at promotion. And hopefully it's a good shot. But I'm not sure what else we can look at. Well, I mean, we could go through the normal end of the season things. Finances, we took a little hit in finances this year because I signed some contracts at the end of the season. Tried to keep some of our best players around, tried to keep them happy, keep their motivations going. So we lost $52,000 this season. It's not great, but overall we're still in the black. So I guess it's not the worst thing ever. And I'm sure the board will put in some money at the end of the season, so everything should balance out. As you can see, our payroll went up. We're currently spending $242,000 of our $287,000, so that definitely went up. And that was all just from signing guys to new contracts. You can take a look at the board. Of course, we are currently untouchable at 75%. Board confidence competitions, we've definitely blown their assumptions out of the water. Matches are up there as well. What are we up here with matches? 63%. Club stature is on the rise a little bit, 55%. They haven't been too happy with our transfers, but that's to be expected when you're spending all their money. Club philosophy is, of course, they're still happy about all the youngsters we're playing. Club finances are okay. Squad harmony is pretty good. Not as good as it's been in previous seasons. But towards the end of the season, I was able to fulfill a lot of promises. I think you can go to your home screen here and check out the promises. So I completed most of my promises here. Dunwoody Go, Randrian Arena, completed that. Calvert dropped his complaints. Williams, Quinn. So we had a lot of successful promises. Hanks is not gonna get that, but he's got 161 days left on his promise, so I think we can work on that. Paul Calambali, I don't know if we're gonna. Well, I guess he's pleased he got some first team football, so that might be successful by the end of the season too. Let's see, anything else club wise? I don't think there's anything interesting happening. The board obviously still won't give us anything that we want because of club finances. So I guess we'll just be happy that they allowed us to sign our players. And if we look at the squad, you can see contract-wise, you see who we signed. Ranging Arena, we signed Smith, we signed Adams, Bowman, Allen, Thompson, Abrams, Layton, and Adadaji. And really, those are our highest rated players. We had to sign some of them for some pretty hefty change. Layton, 25,000. Adadaji earned every bit of that 15,000, so that's pretty good. If we take a look at our team report stats, you can look at best player Adadaji, of course, 25 goals. That's pretty good. Yates, what is this? That must be from the under 23s. I don't know. In terms of passes succeeded, because he hardly played at all this season, so that has to be under 18s. He played a lot for them. Or, I mean, under 23s, not under 18s. Anyway, we've had a good season, but it all comes down to this final game. So we're going to go with what's got us here, the 4-3-3. Yeah, and we might as well. We'll start out on control and see how that works for us, and then maybe go counter or attacking depending on what we need. I don't think anything else we need to change, but our lineup is Bowman, Smith, Vint, Layton. Move Layton inside to central defender on this formation just because he's got a little more speed back there. Sam Stewart playing left back. I need to go out and find a better left back, if I'm going to move Layton inside on this formation, because Sam Smith, he's a guy, he's still on an amateur contract, like a day-to-day contract. You can see his stats are falling as we speak. So he's a 2-star guy. It's just not a lot going on for him, but he is. He's a pretty fast fullback. He's got good tackling, and he's got good crossing, and he gets forward. That's his main thing, is he gets forward from that fullback position, and that's what we need. Anyway, Dunwoody's taken over some. Is it Dunwoody, or do I want Hopkins? I think I want Hopkins in there instead of Dunwoody. I guess it doesn't matter. There we go. Yeah, we'll put Hopkins in there. He's a slightly better player than Dunwoody, not by much, but he's got better physicals, I guess. So Hopkins, Thompson, and Wilden at central midfield, and then our strikers, of course, Adadaje, Tuki Tiali, and Tristan Abrams. I would have Allen in there, but Allen is still just coming off an injury, so he's going to have to sit this one out. All right, let's get to the match preview. Take a look at Welling. Take a look at their team selection, I guess. They've got one lone player, Quan Alexander, on the defense, 20-year-old. He's pretty good. Haven't scouted much of these guys, but I'm sure they're pretty good. If they're a playoff team, so that's fine. We'll go to team selection. And it's already figured out. Got McEwen as our striker substitute. Rumble, Dunwoody, Dalby, and Dan Adams. The multidimensional Dan Adams as our, I guess he's fullback and midfield. We won't really need him in the midfield since we have Dunwoody and Rumble in there as well, but you never know. All right, Thompson is lacking match sharpness. I figured that, coming off an injury. But yeah, it's very exciting to get to this point in the season, to actually get to the playoffs. It's been a struggle these 5 years. Let's see, we've put ourselves in the best possible position. Oh, let's read the question first. From Nick Wade of BBC London 94.9 FM. All the soft rock hits you could ever want. Lancing United UK can potentially become champions today, should everything fall in place. How confident are you? We put ourselves in the best possible position. I have faith the players will do what's necessary, I guess. This could be the last time Ronnie Vint, Tuki Tiali, and Dan Adams are in a LAN UK jersey. Do you have any special plans? I don't plan on them leaving, but I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't speak more highly of them regardless of what happens during the match. Lucky to have them here. Whatever. How much of a boost is Sam Squire's absence to your team? I'm focused on my team. Don't want to talk about that. So here we go. They're going with the standard 4-4-2. And we're, of course, going with our 4-3-3. See who we need to close down on. Close down on, I guess, just about everybody here. I don't know why we'd be closing down on Yeboah. Is he maybe a deep-lying playmaker? I'm not sure, but I guess we'll close down on their whole midfield. Why not? And B. Williams, too. Barney Williams looks like he wants to come forward. So we'll actually close down on him. Well, we don't need to do that necessarily because that should be handled in our positionals, but whatever. Just in case it's not. All right, passionately. What can we say passionately? We can potentially clinch the title here with a win. So I'm expecting nothing less. Nobody really cared about that, apparently. Instructions, control, retain possession. That's it for now. We're going flexible. You know, we're gonna try to win, right? Not gonna be too conservative. We're gonna go out there and try to control the match. So here we are. Here we are. The end of the season, ready to win a championship. Our first ever championship. It's been a long, as I said before, it's been a long 5 years, 5 seasons anyway. It's all culminated in this. All of our young players. Here we go, Hopkins. Okay, interesting. Layoff to Thompson. What can he do with it? Wilden. Abrams gets it stolen. Ooh, but Wilden wins it back. Boy, these guys are playing very aggressive. Tuki Tiali wins it back. Hopkins is going to fire it. Nice save by the goalkeeper. So we are coming out, getting the highlights. That's good. Want to make sure that we're always on the attack, keeping them on their heels. Wilden, no, he gets it stolen. So they're playing some tight defense on that back line. I see a Dadaje wide open. He's got the ball. Get it out wide. Oh, come on. That's a foul, man. He just got run over. Looks like the refs are going to let things go, maybe. If they're going to do that, then maybe we should get stuck in. Go on the attack. Nice steal by Thompson. It's very good to have him back in the lineup. To Tuki Tiali. Down the right side to a Dadaje, the leading goal scorer. Nice. Very good. I like that counter attack, even though we're on control. It's good to see our players still have that in them. Smith taking the corner. That's intriguing. Thompson gets it back to him. Centers it. That was sort of a... could have been an own goal there if that ball had a little more mustard on it. A little more steam. Encourage our players to try a more direct passing. Well, we're doing good so far, so I think I'll leave it as is. You know, we're getting lots of possession, lots of highlights. There it is. Oh, come on. Smith. Smith, can you get it in? No, that's a foul. Man, these guys are really aggressive. The ref is just letting them play. Normally, I would encourage that because that's how we play, but not at the moment. Tuki Tiali gets it to Smith. Look at that. Wow. Smith is just playing all over the field. Second goal of the season. He's tired of being stuck back at central defender, so I put him back at fullback for this game, and he's responded. Not offsides, just a little well-aimed shot, little lack of reflexes there by the goalkeeper. Here we go. Here he is on the outside again. Fires it in. Nobody there. Wilden collects the rebound. All right, they're really packing in their defense at the moment. I'm not going to mess with anything until they start getting some highlights. I mean, it might be a good idea to drop back, but I don't really want to do that. Here we go. Stewart with the throw-in. Throw-ins are been the bane of our existence, but gotten better. Abrams, that was ill-advised. Here they are on the counterattack. Get that steal. Get it. Oh, that's super offsides. Come on. That was offsides. Offsides. There it is. Disallowed goal. I knew it. Now, something I've noticed is that offsides have been much less in this version. Like FM16 seemed like every other goal was offsides. So it looks like they just fixed the AI quite a bit. Get that steal. Come on, that's his forte. Stewart, he's a tackling machine. It's Abrams. All right, so we're slowing it down a little bit. Oh, we were. Tuki Tiali, nice header. It would have been better if he'd headed that off to his that off to a Dadaji, but we'll take it. That's one thing about having him down there as target man is he can win those kind of balls pretty easily. It allows Abrams to switch over. See, there he is winning that header again. And it allows Abrams to switch over to advance forward, which he's grown a little more accustomed to that position. Wilden, that was not what we want. Get the steal. Nice. Vint with the steal. There's Abrams using his advanced forward position, but apparently nothing happened to that. All right, so we're going to try working the ball in the box so we take less wild shots. Vint taking the free kick. That's intriguing. What's his free kicking? 5. I don't know why he's taking it. Shouldn't Stewart be taking it? I don't know. See, all of our wingers are our best free kick takers. And we don't have any of wingers in the game, of course. Since this is not a wing formation, Tuki Tiali. He should be strong enough to not get run over in the midfield. Or in front of goal. What are you going to do? Oh, that was a terrible play on their part. Bad pass. Alright, guys are playing a little bit loose here. Tuki Tiali wins another header. Gets it down to Adadaji, see if he can make a play. Back to Hopkins. Plays it forward to Wilden. Wilden, can he make it? Nope. A little too slow there. Hopkins to Adadaji. Can he get it across to Abrams? No, there's Wilden. He's going to take a shot. Abrams? Oh, he can't. He can't hit the short corner there. That was quite an angle. But, you know, we're dominating this match. They're getting a few counterattacks, but our defense is staying disciplined, so that's good. Hopkins down to Abrams. Get it to Tuki Tiali. Let him score one. There it is. Oh, their defense was in a very good position there. That would have been a sure goal if that defender wasn't there. Smith wide to Vint off the freaking post. Foul on Vint. Come on, man. All the fouls that have happened in this game and you call it on my guy? What's up with that? Alright. So this should be halftime. We're up 1. Very much enjoying this. You've played well. Still room for improvement. Let's go structured and disciplined. See if we can just control this match. Start the second half. Because you know they're going to make some kind of adjustments at halftime, so we might as well tweak it a little bit. There we go. Stewart, nice play. Set up to Wilden. Doesn't look like they're pressing our midfield very tightly. There we go. Tiali. Oof. Was that a deflection? That looked like it could have been a deflection. Yes. All right. We haven't scored off many corners this season, but you never know. Leighton taking the corner. Okay. That's usually what happens with our corners. Sort of lazily fire them in there and nothing happens. Take a drink of tea here. I'd like to see that clock speeding up a little bit. 55, 60-minute mark. We're coming up. It's looking good. Just controlling the clock. Running out the ball, or running out the clock, as I might do in American football. Here we go. Free kick. Stewart. There we go. Stewart should be taking those free kicks. He almost got that one on target. For me, just getting the ball on target in a free kick is like a victory. Every time it happens, I get super excited. Okay, they get a free kick now. Let's win that. Wilden, good man. All right. Let's see. Do we need any substitutions? Not at the moment. We're good. Okay. They don't appear to be too excited here. They're not trying too hard. Oh boy, there's an unmarked man. That's no good. Oh, come on, man. Drop down to 3rd position. Skip that. Alright, we need a goal here. Stewart to Thompson. We've had a lot of chances. Let's get our second goal. Let's get this back. There's a Dodgy. Get it out wide. There he is. Smith, the man of the match so far. Can't make a play. Can't make a play. Vint wins it, but only temporarily. Now they're on the counterattack. Lewis wide open. Vint looks to have recovered. Bowman, sort of an over-the-shoulder grab. That was interesting. All right, we're going to pause this. We're going to go attacking. Go very fluid, expressive. We need a goal. Stuck in. More. Higher tempo. All this stuff. All right, here we go. 3 minutes. Oh, all right, that was fine. Are there any substitutions we need to make? Let's see, we can bring in Dunwoody for Hopkins and put him on the attack. Bring in. Let's see, we could put Abrams at target man. Bring in McEwen at advance forward. Just because you never know. Never know. Having a fully fit guy might help us out back there. And then, I don't know. I could bring in Rumble for Wilden, but I don't know how much of an improvement that would be. So we'll stick with these two subs at the moment. See if we can bring them on and make a difference here in the last 5 minutes. Alright, 2 minutes of stoppage time left. Let's get rid of the retained possession. Let's go more direct passing. So remember, we need a win. A draw does us no good. Come on now. Let's get the play. Here it is, Adadaji. Up to Wilden. Can he make a play? Stewart out wide. No, no, no. Don't need that. Let's get the steal back. Vint, nice play to Dunwoody. Dunwoody, what can you do with it? Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Throwing it all the way back there. We need to go forward, my man. They're going to waste clock with all this possession. Yeboah gets it. Who cares at this point? Come on now. We got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds to victory. There we go, McEwen. Get it up, get it up, get it up. No. Oh, that's a foul. Totally a foul. So we're gonna this is gonna be our last hurrah. Free kick drop. Dunwoody drops it off. Wilden. There's another foul. Come on. Here we go. Can we win it on a free kick? McEwen taking the free kick. He does not get it on target. There's the full-time whistle for the draw. Bogus, bogus, bogus. Let the team know. Why are we the underdogs? I don't get that. It says let the team know how big the result is given our underdog status. But come on. We're the second best team in the league. So we end up finishing 4th. Eastbourne won their match anyway. So it wouldn't have mattered in the end, but it would have been nice to get that victory and have that fleeting moment of maybe, maybe there's some kind of butterfly effect going on there too. Like if we had won and they had lost, just the computer calculations in the background. I don't know. Just to make it more dramatic. I didn't even look at the stats from that game. So sad, so sad. So now we got a couple of days off until the playoff semifinals. I don't even know how these rules go for these semifinals. Let's take a look, I guess. They don't list the rules. Why don't they list the competition rules? Maybe because the regular season's over. So I guess we can look at the schedule and try to figure things out. I don't know. Maybe we have to advance the clock a little bit here and see who we play. Eastbourne Borough wins the Venerama South. It's fine. Lancing UK South hopes are over. Teams secure playoff spots. Margate, Basingstoke, Welling have guaranteed themselves a spot. Let's see. Curtain comes down. It's fine. So here we go. Playoff semifinals. Lancing UK versus Basingstoke. I don't recall these guys. I don't recall any of these teams. If I'm perfectly honest with you. Boy, they got a lot of guys who are tired, that's for sure. And injured. That's good. They draw. Lancing UK draws Basingstoke. Okay. There we go. First leg will be played at Lancing UK Stadium. The draw pitting semi-pro outfit at home to the bigger team, the Dragons. A bumper crowd is expected. Cool. Be nice to get a big crowd again. Semi-final first leg. So then 2 days later we play a second leg at their stadium. So I guess that's where we'll come back next time with the playoffs. Venerama South hoping to get promoted. It's an exciting final game of the season, but not quite what we wanted. In any event, see you next time for the playoffs. Bye.